So given that ambition level and all the companies you started, what made you then decide to get out of most of them, sell them? Was it because the vision wasn't big enough in your mind? Like why did you say, okay?
Fame Wizard was exactly that. It was that I didn't see that the market was going to be big enough to, really hit what I wanted to do. Swag of the month was we had to either raise money or sell it or shut it down. It was just not sustainable without outside capital. And so before we got the chance to raise money, someone offered to buy it and it was just great, done. And then with Ellie out of Science, first off, I owned a tiny piece, but I wasn't the owner. I was brought in by Science. And that was a similar situation where for it to scale the way it wanted to, you're going to have to get a lot of money in. And the appetite to do that versus like take the win was different. With Hawk, it's been very different. I've turned down a lot of acquisition offers because at the end of the day, anyone buying your company, like this is obvious, should be able to make more with it when they buy it. So it's one of those things like, unless you have a better idea or something you think you should be doing instead, the idea of selling your company, unless you know something the buyer doesn't, it's a weird game. So the only time that I would ever entertain sort of selling is, and we've had this, is a really great partner when I have identified things I could do with more capital, that I could grow this a lot faster and then create more upside for myself. So a smaller piece of a bigger pie would be the idea there. And I have some thesis around that. What I haven't found is the partner that makes sense, but I do have a way that we could leverage that. But I would say it took me over a decade to get to a point where I saw that even being viable.
And when did you start actually doing sort of acquisitions as sort of a quasi-growth strategy?
3 years in, like right away. And it was opportunistic. A company asked if we would buy them. We went, sure. Figured out the deal. Then a second one, then a third one. And so we really didn't get proactive in it until like 3-4 years ago.
So put yourselves in the shoes of those sellers, right, who are selling to you, right? Is they come to you because they think you are the great partner and that you can do something different that they sort of can't?
That's the only reason our deals make sense for anyone is, do you believe that 1 + 1 can equal 3, and do we too? Because we don't really make money on the buy. We make money when they grow it, and it goes both ways. And now the nice thing is we've got the proof points now. We've had the success. We've seen the acquisitions go really well. And we also know the ones that haven't and what that looks like. So we're able to really coach the ones we're doing and getting into business with. And we set up the deal structure that like, if it doesn't work, it's not going to be good for either of us. So we're very aligned. And so we want it to work and they want it to work.